What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. I am so excited it's Thursday because I've got one more day of work before a well-deserved, long-awaited spring break. Cannot wait. Fully intend to sleep in late, review some figures. The backlog is insane and crazy. And I hope to knock out 20 or so. Going to do some videos. Blake suggested last night on Last Movie Files. I finally knock out the second part of X Factor, my wish list. What figures I want to see, what I hope to get from Hasbro with that line. And maybe I will knock that out because it's definitely top of my list of things, the long form projects I want to do. First, before I get any further, let's make sure I thank all of the Lyles Figure Files VIP members. Thank you all because you do so much for this channel. I really appreciate it. That's David Thanos, Jamelin Parks, Henry G, Ryan Daly, Blake Tarpley, Lawson Wallace, John Morrissey, Lefty Two Lions, BK, Jay Woods, Tom Finn 2018, Robert Hayes, Retro Robo, James Green, Nathan William, MOC Turtle. Thank you all so much. And can't go any further without, of course, thanking the super supporters for this month. And we're rolling already with a lot of good help. I really appreciate that as well. That's Kwame Taylor, Jelly Jam, Alexander L, Penguin Plastic, yeah, and Ryan Daly and John Morrissey again. Thank you all so much. Definitely helping out the channel, doing all kinds of cool things. And the packages have been delivered, sent out. The HasLab Marvel Legend Giant Man at the post office just yesterday, along with another Lyles Movie Files Blu-ray giveaway. I don't know, it's 4K. So it had a 4K and a Blu-ray in there as well. So lots of good stuff going on. Your support of this channel helps even the giveaways, covers the postal cost. So thank you so much. Let's see who all is here in the chat right now as we get started. James Astra, I'm going to star your comment because you're responding to the main question. We'll talk about that later on, but for those of you coming on, popping into the show, I want to know, what are your final must-have figures for all the lines you collect? Prices are going up, soaring in some cases, and if you decide that's it, I've got to get out, what's the last figure in Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, etc. that you want to have in your collection? We'll get to that soon. Get your list ready. James Green is here. What's up, Thursday night action figure crew? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, James? How are you tonight? Blake Tarpley. Ayo, my favorite channel, my favorite night. Jeff and the Figure File crew. Snake Eyes is here as well. Howdy, partners. King Collector. The King is in the building. What's up, y'all? My allergies are coming down. It's funny because I've been outside a lot today. I took my medication and I think it's working. So we'll see as this show continues how effective it's worked all this time. James Parks here. Party people, your dreams have now been fulfilled. Pose your figures up and let's get ill. I'm going to need to know what that one is too, because I feel like it just all about the villains. Yo. What's up, AAV? Blade Star. Got a few. All right, I'm going to start your suggestions for later, but I've got them. Excuse me, making sure I'll have them at the appropriate time. Henry G, what's up, guys? How goes it, Jeff? Doing solid, man. Hope everyone is having a great week. Mine has been pretty good. King Collector, I see people already finding the Silver Age Superman in Walmarts. How indeed. It was wild because I've been going back to Walmarts. Did not see any new DC McFarlane Collector Edition, no multiverse, no nothing. I did see a Captain Cold, saw a DC digital Flash with the fading legs, but that was it. I did see a WrestleMania shipper, and unlike some of the other stores, this was a partial halfway shipper. I hadn't seen that before, and it had been picked over, and I did see a Decepticon Constructicon Scrapper until I looked closer and saw that it had been swapped out with one that looked pretty close. And I tried to bring it to the attention of the associate working in the action figure section. And I could tell he was just like, what are you talking about? He's light green. I see purple. It's the same figure. What I should have done is just bury the figure somewhere so no unsuspecting collector or, toy, action figure fan kid who has no idea, hey, wait, someone swapped this and pick it up. Because I was like, that's that regret after I walked out of the store. I really should have looked out a little bit better than telling the associate who doesn't care because he's getting paid a minimal amount by Walmart. But that was my adventure today. I have not seen any of these figures. I know people are finding them. Some friends in my area have seen that Adam Strange, Deadshot, Batman Year 2 wave, a long enough distance, and I'm not going to drive out there, especially since Best Buy has them on their website. And let me check, because Best Buy, as you all know, has been a great, awesome resource to find these McFarlane figures at cheap prices, sometimes ridiculously so. Last week they had all of the great stuff over the latest wave, I guess the most recent wave that everyone can get access to. Power Girl, Guy Gardner, Captain Cold had most of those figures on sale. Not Power Girl, of course. But let's see here. No sale right now. So they have Deadshot. He's no longer up for pre-order. I could get him late next week. So I do want to see him in hand just to make sure the paint job's fine. I don't really see a lot of problems with McFarlane figures. But I mean, this $12.99 for this Iron Man figure, that's not a bad price. Hulk, the Gray Hulk, $10 clearance. And these prices have dropped all over. Like this Fusion Superman was $12.99 earlier this week. I think she was $17.99. Excuse me. They've had some crazy prices, crazy sales. So I keep checking just to see, hey, has anybody dropped down? That's weird because Adam Strange is still at pre-order. When I feel like earlier this week, he was slated to come April 10th. Now it's down to, you see Deadshot's the 18th. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, he's there and available later. Now, Tempest was $12.99. Really crazy clearance price for him. And I thought about it. I was like, I don't have any of the other modern day Titans, so he'd be really out of place. I guess I do have Beast Boy, but those two seem like an odd Titans group. Maybe once I get this Nightwing, the new Teen Titans version, I'll feel more like, I should grab them. But yeah, so nothing on sale here. They keep checking. They've been really good about having sales. And Best Buy has these sales. Then Amazon even tries to price match. So I saw for a few moments they had the Tempest for $12.99. So there you go. Wild. I start talking. Now the sinuses, the nose starts getting funny and weird. William Rodriguez, evening, y'all. What's up, William? How are you tonight? Felix Guerrero, what's good, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? Chilling. How you doing, my friend? Let's get them likes up, says Henry G. Well, if you're watching, I do appreciate it. And if you feel so inclined to like it as well, thank you. King Collector, I'm still looking for that black and white Two-Face. It's nowhere to be found in stores. All about the villains. Heat Boys Diecast Shredder. Is that what you got this week? Or is that what you're saying that you want? I'm saving this one, Blade Star, so don't forget. Dark Knight 297. Jeff and the Figure Files crew. What up, good peoples? What's up, man? How are you? Devin B. What's up, party people? I saw Rom at a GameStop today. Ha! That quote was from the intro de La Souls. Ooh, thank you. Because I was like, I feel like I've missed it totally. You're starting to stump me with these. Congratulations. Let's go to GameStop because I'm curious now if, they say their stuff is in stock and sometimes they actually are. But I mean, I'm absolutely just terrified of the thought of GameStop suddenly not being an option to get figures because that's what they've been the greatest at as of late. All right, let's go over here. Let's see what Marvel Legends. I guess it'd be more fun if y'all see what I do too. Let's go here. Pop it up. There we go. All right, let's go back off of Maximum Spider-Man. I don't want anyone to panic. He's not in stock, even though some people have him. So Marvel Legends, ROM, he's in store, buy online. I've got something to show you all that I picked up. Or he delivered, he was finally delivered. I'm ecstatic, of course. Let's see here. Anybody else from this way? Is it just him? It's weird. They have an employee favorite section now. That's fun. No. Is he really the only? Oh, here we go. And Miles is June 2nd. That's wild. He's just way off. Rom just escaped. The Space Knight came soaring through at a fast rate. I got a little funny story about Wolfsbane, and I'll show you all in a moment. All right, well, let's check this out here. Let's see if ROM is available to purchase right this moment. Add to cart. Huh. He was the other one along with Banshee that I did pre-order at Pulse. So that's interesting. They already got him. So of course my Pulse order will wait until Banshee comes. And if there was a figure I was more excited about than Banshee, it was this guy. Who I finally got. X Factor Cyclops, blue and yellow. He looks great. I was really, really worried, terrified that this paint job was going to be all over the place because blue and yellow don't always work, but he looks clean. By this time next week, you should see a review because I've got time up on the site. Also, got all right. He is going to be joining this shelf right there. So, got DJ. Very excited about him. And my last pickup for this week. I did find him. The Count, Sesame Street's own Count Von Count. How awesome are these figures? These Sesame Street guys, amazing. I mean, it is like, here it is, all the Sesame Street glory in figure form. So keep them coming, NECA. That's going to be the line that's going to get really expensive with all this price craziness, but I'm going to have to just pay it because they're amazing looking figures. Also, I told you about a little funny story. So Ross is back at it again. Crazy discounts. And this time with Marvel Legends. So today I had to go by Target. So I decided to just see what's going on at Ross. Check this out. Wolfsbane, $5.99. Now, I still need to get Red Widow. If I can find her, a character I don't care at all about, for $5.99, that's going to be a big, huge win. But they're also, let me see if I can pull up this photo because I'm totally not prepared. Let's see. Some of my buddies saw another Redditor, someone on Reddit track down. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like she is showing up at a lot of Rosses. Of course, this is how it always goes. I'm like trying to find, there we go. So this is what they found, but check these out. So the Iron Man from that Kazar Zabu wave, X-Men 97, Magneto, and I still need to get him, and I'd love to get him for that Ross price. Kazar himself, and you see, which you probably can't because of the way I set that up, Brother Voodoo at Ross. So it's time to start going back to Ross over this weekend because if I can find the Strange Tales wave, I only got Moon Knight, but I did want the Build-A-Figure Blackheart. Getting them for $5.99 each, that is a huge win. I was excited getting most of the Zabu wave for $12.99 or $11.99 when Walmart had that crazy, here's everything 50% off sale. And now, if I can get these figures for $5.99, I will be very excited. So let's see. What did you all get this week? What did y'all pick up? Boris Mortis. Evening, Jeff. How are you tonight? Solid, my friend. How about you? G Brew, I am very sorry to hear about your grandmother. And hopefully everything will eventually turn around for you and your family, my friend. Retro Robo. What's up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? What's up, my friend? How are you tonight? Jamelin, Deadshot hit my pile of loot. I'm not quite ready to ship it again yet. How much stuff do you have in there right now? King Collector, I am in Walmart every week and nothing. Captain Cold and that blue Aqualadish figure only left since the reset. Yeah, my stores have been a little bit lacking so far. At least on the Walmart. Hey man, what's up with the new DC stuff? They're like, what are you talking about? Tom Finn. I made the unfortunate mistake of leaving a platinum Two-Face behind at Walmart yesterday morning. Went back this morning, and of course, he was long gone. Wow. Jamelin. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to talk about that for sure. Have that ready and queued up for the big topic discussion. But I did get that because I have a few orders or pre-orders up for BBTS right now. So we'll see how that plays out. Henry G, I'm saving yours. King Collector. Yeah, Best Buy is quietly becoming a big deal in figure collecting when you're looking for a deal. Absolutely. I'm seeing more people are finding more figures there too. It's not just McFarlane stuff, but they're starting to get more Marvel Legends. They also have that newish, well, I guess it is still new, not newish, the new X-Men wave. And I think they had everybody there when I just last checked. Let's pop in real fast one more time. Let's see what all they have. Because they're starting to merge as a player, which is weird. Because I went to Best Buy for movies, video games, occasional TV, or souped up video game system. But now they're starting to become another site, much like GameStop, where oh wow, they've got these figures in stock. And got Cyclops, they got the whole X-Men wave, retro Spider-Man wave. Okay, well he's coming soon. Oh, deal on Hallows Eve. I didn't even notice that. That's solid. That's a figure I still want to get. So you can see they're actually, they've got pre-order stuff for stuff. So maybe if we lose GameStop, Best Buy will take up the slack and become like a really good source for getting figures. But I'm gonna need them to get a membership program because that's what's so great about GameStop. Every month, $5 off something. So you can see they've got a solid amount of stuff here. Oh, Electro sold out already. So there you go. You got another option for us. And it's so funny. It's going to be so weird going to Best Buy looking for figures instead of anything electronics worthy or necessary. Rick Cage, what's going on? What's cracking, Captain? So much stuff. Green Christmas. Rick Cage is here. Loudspeaker Files. Fun time. You better believe it. King Collector. I had that McFarlane Grey Hulk statue that Best Buy has for $39. I did pay $49, so the sale is real. Yes, sir. Ryan Daly, what's up, guys? Can't stick around tonight, but hope everyone has a good weekend. You too, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. William Rodriguez just got the Joy Toy April O'Neil and Splinter. Great figures. That whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line is dope. I'm glad to hear you like it. That's awesome. Devin B, I got a Waspinator at Target, 30% off all Transformers. No way. Got WWE Wrestling Ring and Ross. I didn't know about this Transformers sale at Target. I was right over there. Should have gone in. Maybe I could have found some more of the Silver Bolts. Not the Silver Bolts, the Aerial Bots. Brian P. Well, ladies usual to the convo. It's not that late. Nobody's taking attendance yet. But finally got a Francine Fry Electro. Hope to get NECA's count tomorrow at Target's Holothon. It was tomorrow when it officially starts because there was no, hey, this is street dating. I love that. I mean, hey, don't have to worry about it. It's on your shelf floor. It's time for me to get it. King Collector, Tom Finn. How could you? Katie Hunter, what's up, Katie? Yo, got more Street Fighter Player 2 Guile and Bison, both in blue for GameStop. Nice. I know they had a blue Bison. That's fun. That's fun. Huh. Jalen Parks. I just have 3 things in my pile right now, 2 which arrived like a day after I shipped it 2 weeks ago. It's always how it goes, isn't it? Blake Tarpley. Question, Jeff. What's the scale for the Beast Kingdom Alex Ross figures? And when does composite Superman drop? Also, are you in for the Max Hope? All right, let's see. Let's do this. I had that queued up, so we're synced up, Blake. Let's do this. Let's go to, which one should we go to? Let's do Superman. Let's go over to Superman here. I think the dynamic H'en I don't know why it's like that, but I think that's 8 inches for them. Oh, let's see. Where's it? No, I'll pay full price. Thank you. Oh, here it is. Item height, 8 inches. And I'm pretty sure that's the case for all of them except for Dark Side. Let's see. Dark Side, 9 inches tall. So, if you're expecting Superman to tower over everybody else besides the Dark Side, it's not going to be the case. But it works out pretty solid to me. And if you checked out my video breaking these guys down the other day, they're cheaper here on my affiliate Entertainment Earth. So I think Beast Kingdom actually had Dark Side for something like 137. Maybe I'm exaggerating. 113, I think it was. They have for 87. Of course, who the heck knows what the price will actually be? It's supposed to come January 2026. Maybe these tariffs won't even be a thing to worry about, but they are available right now for a much cheaper price. $54.99. Let me do this. Let me go over to Beast Kingdom's website because they definitely had different prices for them. There we go. It's easy. Love when things are simple and easy. Which that was always the case, right? Let's go here. And let's close you up. Thank you so much. Their website's slow. I forgot about that when I was doing the video the other day. I was like, why is the site so slow? Oh boy. So slow. I've got all these cool windows. Let's try it this way. Wow, it's slow. I mean, at that point in time, I might have clicked away because it was taking so long. But they know us. If anything, action figure collectors are very patient people. All right, so here's Superman. Found him. $72.99. So it's a significant difference getting them here. I mean, getting them over at Entertainment Earth versus Beast Kingdom's website. So, but they do say they're coming November 2025. So, a few months difference. If you decide to go with them here, again, who the heck knows what's going on with what we're actually going to pay for figures later on the second half of this year. But Entertainment Earth is definitely a better deal all around for those figures, just in terms of pricing. $79 or more, free shipping. So if you get more than one, you're covered. We'll see. What was the other question you asked me? When does composite Superman drop? I don't think they have them on their site either. Let's see. Which is funny because I feel like we saw composite Superman further along than we did these DC Kingdom. These DC, they don't even have anything on the site right now for composite Superman. So nothing has been found. Don't know what's going on with that, but and also am I in for Max Hulk? No, I'm not in for Max Hulk. And I thought it was really interesting because, let's try over here. Spider-Man, he sold out really fast and, sold out. Oh no, panic. But Max Hulk, he's still chilling. Entertainment Earth does not have the best price here, but they don't claim to be Best Buy. It's really these heads. They're weird in the sense that they're all these different expressions. We got yelling, angry, go, leave Hulk alone. But it doesn't match up with this one. I mean, this is a case where if they had swappable hair pieces, it would be a lot better. Hulk with all of the teeth. Check them out. Hulk went to the dentist. And then we got smiley, kind of creepy Hulk. So they're just all kinds of difference to those guys. I like being able to do the thunderclap. Now I've been clamoring for that. That looks cool. But people mention this, and I did see this as well. You still got pins, and I don't really hate that. Spider-Man is the only one that really matters to me, but I think they could have added a few more things. What I'm believing, what I'm thinking here is this is first take of new enhanced Hulk that can do this. This is just going to be the norm for Hulk figures at some point. Or, this is going to be the norm for the Max series Hulk. We're going to see another one. If he was in shorts, I probably would have gotten it. But there's really nothing more besides this, which is very cool. This accessory piece that trumps the last Hulk that we got in that 2-pack of Wolverine. And there's some cool accessories, but the multiple portraits are kind of, crossed off because, or they don't really factor in because the hair is different, dramatically so, from Hulk figure to Hulk figure. And so it's just, I don't know. I think they had some ideas like this Hulk. You can see his eyes. The other ones, they're whited out. They're just doing a bunch of things with it. I just feel like the inconsistency with the hair doesn't make it worthwhile to me. But this one over here, $74.99, not the best price for this figure, for sure. So I try to look out for y'all in terms of, hey, where's the best price to get this? Best place to get these things. Not the case there with Entertainment Earth. Let's go on to Pulse because right now they've got them for that price, that good price, the Best Buy. And you can see you can pre-order them right now, $59.99, $60. I think is fair, just fine. For that, it was interesting because they say here, this is like the first time I've seen this, excluding HasLabs, which I don't feel was the case. They said this before. I'm wondering if this is another thing with the tariffs because I'm almost positive. Maybe just get this anyway if you're a member of Pulse. Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm not. Blake, what about you? Are you getting Max Series Hulk? William Rodriguez also picked up the McFarlane Penguin at Best Buy on sale per your recommendation. Awesome. What did you think? Because that's I can say it's great and awesome, but I mean I think it's what, $12 now. What did you think of the figure? Because I love it. I think it's amazing. But what did you think? Rick Cage. Well, I forgot the last week I got a Platinum Valzad. Didn't know it existed. Well, I didn't either. What's it look like? Father Saladen. What's up? You see the Mondo Batman Beyond? No. Let's see. I'm gonna find it really quick. Let's start here. So I'm gonna keep it simple. So simple. No. All right, let's try Big Bad Toy Store. I don't look like I'm seeing it here either. Maybe I'll just have to go to Mondo's website. I know, we can make it simple. Mondo shop. Now I'm gonna look here and go, where is it? Wow, okay. Oh, I just saw him. He just vanished. Where'd you go, Batman Beyond? Terry, get back here. Oh, wow. Did he sell out really that fast? Jeez. Good grief. Well, it doesn't matter if I saw it. He's gone. Gone. Let's see here. Let's pull him up for everybody who wanted to see what this guy looked like. Solid as usual. The typical excellent Mondo work on these figures. Goodness. Lots of cool different portraits. Lots of good accessories. Terry head sculpt. All the cool different batterings. That's awesome. Let me check these all out. Got the mask that he can hold in his hand. He's got his blast effects. Nice deal. We got different wings. It looks like, yeah, that's solid. I mean, their stuff is so quality. I wish that I decided, all right, I'm going to go Mondo, but there's no space. There's no way I can start up another line. Did you get your pre-order in for it? Or were you standing out in the cold going, oh, open that pre-order window back? It does look cool. Henry G. Got Silver Age Superman, Fate, and Two-Face. Found Platinum Adam Strange at Walmart. Man, you hit it gold. Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler. Mr. Freeze Blacklight Edition. Transformers Adamus Machina. Or is that Machina? Fans Toys Scavenger. Studio Series Bone Crusher. Nice. You had a great haul. Henry G, you are at a great figure location, my friend. Lar A, some of the not mint classified Pulse exclusives from Entertainment Earth arrived earlier this week. Picked up some Transformers for 30% off. That is terrible. I gotta go to Target on my way home tomorrow. At Target, plus the $15 off $75 circle discount. You made off like a bandit. Which aerial boss did you get? Or is Silverbolt not part of what they've got at stores right now? That is terrible. What a great deal. And I am so upset that I did not go to Target. I was literally right there in the parking lot. Lar A, next level Fei Long arrived today. What's the next level one? Is that the Storm Collectibles purple one? He's the WonderCon edition, right? So I have to check that out. Roberts, Infinite Realms. What's up, Robert? Hey there, Jeff. How's it going? Better than my voice is sounding, I'm sure, but I'm good. How about you? Jamelin, I thank God for Zeta Girls Vampirella since the last stream, and Mayflex Spider-Man 2099 was delivered on Tuesday. Nice. What do you think of both of those? JMC. Good evening, Jeff and crew. What's up, my man? How are you? Henry G. Age of the Prime, Solus Prime, Studios Series Devastation, Optimus, 112 Collective Tangerine. Yeah, been a big week. A huge week. What's your favorite of all those pickups? You've even got me covered on the next one. Tell 16 Anarchist. Good evening, Jeff and crew. How are you? Enjoying a little pizza while hanging out. All right. Big, major, important question. Maybe the biggest question I asked all night. What toppings do you have on this pizza? I'm getting pizza this weekend. Trying to figure out. I'm going to watch the Viola Davis movie on Amazon while I watch it. Typically, the first night of pizza is an action movie. Leftover Saturday or Sunday night pizza, you can watch whatever with it. But gotta watch an action movie with that Friday or Saturday night pizza. Harry G, favorite of the week, probably Silver Age Dr. Fate, not Superman. Interesting. Oh, and Jazzware's Trainer Team Series Mega Charizard? Maybe. Let's see. Blake, hopefully we'll be. Remember Y2K? Remember that? Right. That would be awesome. Because, man, that Y2K panic was real. Get your bunkers ready, people. Blake, Big Bad Toy Store has Beast Kingdom figures for $48.99. They just might, but they have a little, yes, they've got a real disclaimer. So here on their site, they've got the following message has been paid for by the New World Order. No, the following notices apply to this project. Listed price excludes tariff surcharge. Let's see what it says here. Due to rapidly changing tariff rates, we currently cannot determine the appropriate retail price of this item, which is wild. The price above is the normal Big Bad Toy Store list price, excluding any tariffs. When we know the tariff rate of this product, we will update you before we process your credit card for the order, which is great. That's nice. You'll also be able to cancel your pre-order at that time if the surcharge is something you are not willing to pay. Our customer service team, as always, will be ready to help with any issues that arrive from this situation. We'll be very flexible given the circumstances. So this price is awesome. And they're coming in December. So Beast Kingdom says November. Big Bad Toy Store, we're getting them in December. Entertainment Earth, see us in January. So who knows when these figures will actually ship and be available. But it's nice to see, Big Bad Toy Store is right out front of it going, we have no idea. And if you want out, just say it. We'll let you know what the tariff charge for these products are going to be. You can cancel then. You can cancel your pre-order when it's about to ship, like normal. So crazy times in the action figure world, because that's the only world that matters, that's right. But crazy times all over. Sucks it is interfering with our distraction and fun. It's like, leave the real world out of this. We're in fantasy land with our figures. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. G-Brew, the only things I picked up were some vintage sci-fi paperbacks and a Sleater Kinney shirt. What's Sleater Kinney? Help me out. Jalen, I had the previous Beast Kingdom Dark Side. He's a modern design. It's about the same height as McFarlane one. Do you like it? Or I don't like that modern design as much. But I do remember that one looking kind of cool. Blake, how come the Beast Kingdom figures are so wildly different? Entertainment 54, Big Bad Toy Store 48, Beast Kingdom 72. Dude, it's all over the place. But hopefully we've got it figured out with that whole tariff disclaimer. Retro Robo, finally got my Marvel Legends Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. Still waiting on Nightcrawler and Agent Venom. Also got the Reaction Micronauts, Biotron, and Baron Karza. Cool retro throwback to the 70s for me. I would love a Marvel Legends of the Micronauts. Those would be so fun. Dark Knight 297. Maximum Reuse Hulk is still available everywhere, including Pulse. Felix G. It's not as bad as everyone is saying. Not the best head sculpts, though. No, I think the figure's fine. I mean, I feel like they're going to enhance that body. Kind of like an iPhone. This is a really good one. It's solid. I like that they've implemented this new torso piece. And I'll check them out when they've done a few more tweaks to that body, done some other things to it. and then I'll happily buy it. I don't like the head sculpts, and they're the real things that are holding me back. Blake, Jeff, I'm happy enough with my select Hulk. If you had a great classic head sculpt, I'd probably do it. Yeah. Waiting to see reviews as well. Yes, sir. It's always helpful. That's why I'm so annoyed that I'm so behind on my reviews. Michael Solis, it is. It's Figure Files time. Robert, passing on Max Hulk, already on 87% of this figure 4 times over. Just now, guys. See, don't see it in the rest. Let me see. Ski Raider wants to know, Jamelin, do you enjoy like your Beast Kingdom Dark Side, fam? Oh, 16 Anarchist. Just today, got the Mezco Fantastic Four set. A pretty penny, but it looks like it's worth every bit. Now, Blake warned me that you might need to be careful phrasing with how you're posing your Ben Grimm figure. Nailed it. So make sure, because I think some of the limbs and the joints can break. So be careful. Boris Mortis. I'm getting this Hulk because I love the Hulk. Doubt I will purchase any other Maximum figures, though. Makes sense. I think that's kind of what they're hoping on, that people will like, this will be my definitive version of insert character name here. Hopefully this will be my definitive version of Thor when we ever see him. Hopefully. King Collector. If you want a Marvel Legends Hulk, this Max one is a good option. If you don't have that anniversary one. Plus, if you swap the head with old face-off Hulk, head and color match, it would be awesome. Hopefully. Brad Decker, you know about it. Leftover pizza Saturday is always amazing. Now, it depends on where you get it from. There's some places that are crossed off the list simply because the leftover pizza is not great. I mean, it's good to have it that first night, but it's like, yo, time to go back. And it's like, what is this? So, yeah, that second round, this place that's not close to me. It is like, maybe like 60, 70 minutes away from me. The pizza is so good. I used to have it when I was at this particular job that closed, and we would go there for like our lunch break. We'd order, and we just hang out and have a nice lunch hour. It was awesome. But oh man, and it takes me over an hour to get to it. So sometimes I'll just sit in there and eat when nobody else is around. And sometimes I'll bring it home, but oh, it's so worth it. And that heats up so well. It's my favorite heat up next day pizza because it tastes like it is straight out of their oven again. Awesome. But now I'm getting hungry. Jalen says, meh, he looks decent on the shelf. I got him at a good price, so no regrets. Every time I see no regrets, I think of We're the Millers. We're the Millers. Really? Not even one? Yo, man, I got no regrets. I do like the light up eyes and Omega Beam effects. Are they the same kind of Omega Beams effects that we're seeing on this new Dark Side? Ski Raider, Y2K, facts. Jeffrey, even Jericho knew what's up. Doing his early Joe Hendry. Michael Solis picked up a lot of Mayfac's Dark Knight Returns. Batman Robin, Book of Failure, Boba Fett, and finally the Mando Grogu. Also the Marvel Legends from Ollie's. Which ones did you see? Because last time I looked, they were about to restock some new ones. Felix got Flasher Superman, Corsair, and that camo Storm Shadow. And just now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Technodrome just came in. All right, what's your favorite? The Fleischer Superman. I have very little attachment to it, but it does look like a great figure. But I wonder, would that head sculpt work well for Captain Marvel? Shazam? No, not even one stray round of thunder in the distance. Blake, Jeff, that's why you're the man. Woo! Keeping us up to date with all the important info. Thanks. Absolutely. Thanks for watching. I would be talking to myself if none of you all were watching. So y'all are the men, the women, the few, the proud, and I appreciate you. Big Rib. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? What's going on? How are you? 16 Anarchists. Just cheese pizza tonight, but I also received the Mezco Fantastic Four. Nice. It's like you pay for the Mezco Fantastic Four, no toppings, but enjoy your figures. They'll last a lot longer. Maurice Phillip, what's up, my man? Good times on all. My Joy Toy Splinter and April O'Neil just got delivered. Just waiting on Krang, and I'll have all that I wanted. Might go for the Triceratons later, but they're not essential. Don't do that to yourself. Because when you say, oh, they're not essential, but I should get them. That's what always happens to me, at least. Dark 1997. The Beast Kingdom Justice League figures are lacking in accessories. In suits and GL have no fight hands. Dark Side is the only one I want. There you go. Maurice, I pre-ordered the Maximum Hulk. What's with the air quotes? That's what they call them. Because I don't have any others except for the Build-A-Figure from the wave with Beta Ray Bill. Man, which Hulk was that one? See, you did it, but I made sure that I was not falling. It's like, wait, gotta make sure we phrase this properly. See Raider. Facts. Older Justice League versions have more accessories, like Jeffrey pointed out. Thank you. Yeah, it was a weird thing because I like the look of the figures. And every time I've read, something that Alex Ross is illustrating, I'm like, boy, these would make for really cool figures. I think these are going to be the awesome, put them on the DTOF and never move them figures. They're just going to look cool. And, maybe I'll find some cool poses for them or whatever, but I've wanted that kind of quality stuff from Alex Ross. And DC Direct did some stuff, but they were statues to the utmost. I think these are going to look really cool. And I don't need to think of like a wish list of 50 characters. This one's probably the Justice League, Shazam, Captain Marvel, the new Teen Titans, maybe, and the Legion of Doom, and I'll be set. King Collector, Blake, I 100% agree. Nothing I've seen will be replacing my Marvel Select Immortal Hulk. Size and sculpt can't be matched. Hustle SM, what's up? Final figure would have to be a Mayfax Batman, but which one? Maurice also ordered a set of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pizza Club from Toy Snowman. What's the verdict on that? Is that any good? Retro Robo. I realize I'm paying $60 to have a Thunderclap pose. And you know what, guys? I'm good with it. Well, I mean, it could be even better if you could do an American Males pose. Shout out to all my wrestling figure fans that get that one. Jamelin, comes with what looks like the same zigzag Omega beams as well as a pair that angle behind his head and come back around on the other side. Well, that sounds dangerous. It's interesting how these figures have less than some of their earlier ones. Brian P. I'm caught up to the chat. Yay, me. The Hulk Build-A-Figure that had Beta Ray Bill wasn't banner. Oh, that one. Okay. Amadeus Cho. Amadeus. All right, let's see here. So, is there anything else I want to talk about? Yes. We got a bunch of figures that are about to come up for pre-order, so save your wallets, hold on to them desperately because Entertainment says you're going to want to do so. So Monday, new stuff from Mattel, but it's hard to predict with them. Maybe more Masters of the Universe, maybe WWE figures. I guess we're closing in on WrestleMania season, so we're about to get some more WrestleMania or wrestling figure pre-orders. Spawn, or DC Multiverse figures coming from McFarlane Toys on Tuesday. And I think we've got a Walmart pre-order exclusive James Gordon figure or Alfred Pennyworth from Batman vs. Superman, featuring that really cool Jeremy Irons likeness. But that's for the 16th. Don't know what's going on here. More Mattel goodness on tax day. So if you've got money to burn, there you go. Suit up, new recruits. Clearly, this is referring to G.I. Joe figures. Do we know if there's a G.I. Joe live stream so they can tempt our wallets? Because I feel like most of the stuff we've seen now, unless it's going to be that Battle Armor Cobra Commander, now let's see. Who else was in that reveal that we saw? I guess it could be General Hawk or Colonel Hawk. Yeah, I don't know what else we're going to see on those. So, but this is clearly G.I. Joe's. McFarlane Toys, more stuff from them, more DC. New action figures, why yes. Sign up for a reminder to see what's cooking. So a ton of stuff coming, and it says new action figures, not a figure. So we'll see what's happening here. More stuff from Hasbro. A major event is about to take place, and new toys are about to be shown, but where and what? So who knows? There's so much stuff coming. Then more. This is like a helmet, maybe Star Wars thing. So maybe this is a Star Wars live stream we're gonna see. I don't know, but I will be able to report on it very early if that's the case. Those of y'all in the know, what do you know? Felix, you got it. Nice. I'm so glad that somebody else knew because I was like, no one here is going to even remember that brief moment in time in WCW history where Scotty Riggs and Marcus Alexander Bagwell were doing their best Tommy Dreamer impersonation. Tuscany Anarchist. Jeff, I agree with you. Yes. If that Max Hulk had come in shorts, I would have ordered immediately. Or if it had come with a Jack Kirby head. Yeah, I think the head choices weren't great. The shorts would have mixed it up a bit. Michael Solis. I got the X-Men 3-pack and the Void Namor. Would have gotten more, but resellers got there before me. Where did you find these at all? Oh, they had those at Ollie's? Man. My Ollie's just was so dry. So barren. Maurice, the Pizza Club figures are slightly different colored tune versions of Turtles. Thank you. Check those out. Boris Mortis, I'm dreading the Mystique Target pre-orders. I managed to snag Gene, but I doubt I'll be lucky next time. Why? Have a little hope, a little optimism. I got Jean that first time, and she stayed up for pre-order for a decent amount of time. And also, they put her back up, shockingly, when they had their sale going on, so you could knock a few dollars off of the price. It was one of their spend 50, get $10 off, so got her for cheaper. So took her down to right around the good old days price of $20 for her. So maybe you'll have no problem with Mystique. Vin Doom. What's up, Figure Files crew? And to Mr. 1, 2, 3 stacks. My main man, Jeffrey. What it is. Sorry I'm late. No problem. We're happy to see you. Welcome to the party. Henry G, I've been on the target hunt for the count. Love Ernie and Bert. Finding it hard to toss the boxes. Right. Yeah, maybe I should do a topic on that. Which figures has such great packaging that you just have tons of boxes lying around. Still looking for that dang Savage Land Professor X. Man, I really needed to go to Target. This is wild because normally I don't have to be. I don't need anyone to twist my arm to go to Target. I'm just like there because it's a day of the week. But I seem like I missed a ton of stuff and forgot he was there now. Brian P. I was wrong about Amadeus Cho. His wave had Karnak, Marvel Boy, some MCU The Marvels figs, and I think it was Heroes Were Born Iron Man. Yeah, and Commander Rogers and Karnak and Marvel Boy and Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Photon, and Captain Marvel. You're right. All about the villains. That is Secret Wars Wave 2. Oh man, did I miss a reference you said there? Christopher, what's going on? How are you on this fine Thursday? I hope so, man. Hopefully. I don't. I want the maximum line to succeed so we can get super maximum articulation accessories with figures that are deserving of it. That, a little bit more than a deluxe figure. So I'm not rooting for it just because I'm rooting for it to fail. I want them to, iron out the kinks like with any line. I mean, they weren't perfect right away. So hopefully they'll listen to feedback and get these figures up to the way, that more collectors will be excited and hyped about them. King Collector, man, y'all are finding a lot of stuff in stores. My local Ollie's and Walmart are trash. They haven't had anything lately. Yeah, mine is Hustle SM. I have a mountain of Dragon Ball figure arts boxes because they're nicely done. The WWE ones are like that with me. I think, don't hold me to it, but I might be at the point where I can throw away my Marvel Legends. I'm definitely going to get rid of the retro boxes because there's no need to keep them. I can't even stack them on the shelves and have that nice kind of bookcase row of figure portraits. But yeah, I'm looking at them because it's like I'm definitely keeping the G.I. Joes. I actually have my G.I. Joe figure boxes already lined up on a bookcase. The WWE ones, kind of thing, I got to hold on to them too. And these glorious. I mean, the NECA packaging for figures is just awesome anyway, and they just make me smile. So gotta add these to the pile too. Blake, I need that Sesame Street count. Jeff, did you really get him in the wild? Yes. Can't wait for your review. Where's he available online? Any ideas? I think right now Target has them, but let's see. But I did find him in the wild, found him at Target, and he was on that whole holothon box. It was to the side, leaning back. Let's see, let's try that. And there were plenty of figures, so I'm hoping that this is not something where, oh man, you missed it. There goes your shot at getting them. But I don't think that's going to be the case with these. Let's see here. Target searches on their website, waste of time. Absolute waste of time. I put in NECA, Sesame Street, and they're putting up everything but. Like, surely that's not what you meant. And I said, no, that's not what I meant. And don't call me Shirley. Sorry. This is so goofy. Their search engine is so bad. All right, let's try something else. Let's do a Google search, which makes perfect sense. NECA account. Oh man, now see, that's gonna be the problem because it's gonna show up everywhere else because there are other characters. Let's see. Now they're gonna pop up the reaction figures. Now this could be a little bit harder to find through other channels because okay, here we go. All right. It looks like this is their actual part of their website for Sesame Street figures. So let's see if this works. 4 results. Gosh, this is so bad. All right, so look, check this out. Sesame Street figures right here. I clicked on this link and it just went to nothing. Gosh, it's just ugh. Their website just does not make it easy. But Blake, they do have them at the store. So I found the Holothon box over by the video game section because this particular Target, the figures are a noticeable difference away from the video game stuff. And I say video game, electronic section, but it was closer to the video games. Let me know if you have trouble finding them. Brian P. I still have all the boxes for my NECA figures, plus a few of the larger Transformers, like Omega Supreme, Scorpionox, Fortress, Maximus, Trypticon, and the Combiner box sets. Yeah, I think I'm getting rid of my Transformer boxes, except for the ones with really cool artwork like you just mentioned there. G-Brew, the Target exclusive Professor X ain't that one I'm concerned about. It's that Jean Grey Marvel girl. Leader Kenny is a band that came out at the Riot Girls scene. Okay, cool. Portland's Carrie Brownstein is in SK. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate you not laughing at me for not knowing about them. 1216 Anarchist says, I hope the Max line goes on and on and on. Just because I passed on Hulk and Spidey doesn't mean I wouldn't like a Cap or a Thor. Absolutely. Boris Mortis, the only Max mob I would want would be any Cyclops. Interesting. Why Cyclops? Because I feel like the articulation scheme they have for the basic, Vulcan mold, pretty good for Cyclops. What else would you like to see for a Maximum series Cyclops? Aaron Easton, what's up? Who's going to Vegas Mania? Man, not me, but that sounds like a really amazing party. I'm really hyped up for it, though. I don't think it's going to be as good as last year, but how could it be? But I'm looking forward to this show, especially the main event. John Morsey. Hey, Jeff and crew. I hope you're all figuratively fantastic. I can't stay, but I look forward to Jeff's content and your comments on the replay. See y'all next week. John, hopefully you have an awesome weekend. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. King Collector. Jeff, where are you finding Sesame Street in stores? Target. Those, I guess they're the only ones that have it. I haven't looked at Best Buy, but let's see here. What's going on with Best Buy? They sell NECA stuff, and I haven't thought to look there. But, oh, actually, there you go. It looks like they are on their website. Oh, well, there you go. Look, you don't even have to waste any time with it. Best Buy has these figures right now that you can add to cart. And I'm sure because they're $34.99, you can skip the whole deal of paying for shipping. So there you go. That was simple and easy. Why can't it be like that on Target's website? And it does not look like they have Count yet. I think Count is an exclusive to Target for a limited window, but you can get Bert and Ernie. Ignore all the traffic, all the drama, They're available right this moment. So get some of the best 2 figures out there for 2025 at bestbuy.com. Jibru, I want all the Cyclops figures. All the maximum should be all new sculpt Cyclops figures. King Elector. Okay, Target. Okay, Target. No, go to Best Buy. Now, I was at a Target and I saw 2 of both. The paint jobs, I picked out the one that had the best paint job. The one I didn't get didn't have a lousy paint job, so I think you'll be okay. But maybe Best Buy has them in stores as well, so you don't just have to worry about, oh man, I have to rely on somebody picking out a figure that has black ink all over. So maybe if you have a Best Buy close by, you can see if they have them in the store, maybe for store pickup, which typically means they have more on the shelf, and you can try that route. Since Target didn't have them available on the website to order. So there you go. Chris just picked up Rom Space Knight from my local GameStop. It's amazing. Was he the only one from that wave? Method to Madness. I actually found a Savage Land Xavier in Target last night, but they wouldn't ring it up since it wasn't in their system yet. So it out of stock on the app. Ugh. What is their deal? It's so bad. It's crazy. Snow Glare. Target loves to hide listings. I think what happened, people were going online and figuring out the inventory of different stores, and they got annoyed with collectors going, excuse me, where is this figure in the back? So maybe that's why they're just hiding them on their website. It's just so ridiculous. Michael Solis, why keep the box? So I can do my Gwyneth Paltrow 7 joke, of course. Because I like how the packaging looks. And for something like this, where they put actual work into it, like we've got a great portrait. We've got this, so I can have them all 1, 2, 3. I've got cool portraits on the back of the figure. Nice little gateway packaging here at the window. He's coming out, so he won't look like this anymore. Compared to, say, this. Jada figures are awesome, and their packaging is just kind of like, why do I need it? This is very cool, just in the sense if you kept them mint on card, the video game arcade cabinet setup is cool. But if you open it, there's not even a cool bio. They haven't done what I thought they would, start changing these portraits down at the bottom with actual figures. That might make it cool. This is the only personalization on it. Country of origin, fighting style, and that's it. So it's like, why keep it? As soon as I open these, they're gone. And McFarlane Toys figures, they're also gone. I was seeing if I had any around. Don't need them. Here's another one. Brawn from the Transformers Studio series. I like the cool portraits, but not really exciting packaging. Wow. It's massive. Sorry. All right, but here's one like the Survivor Series, WWE Ultimate Edition, Undertaker, Goblin Gooker. This is cool. And I mean, if you got those old VHS boxes, this is what they look like. So that's really cool to have in package form. So it's my preference, really. But some of them are definitely cooler than others. The Street Fighter box looks so cool. Somebody said that. I didn't finish reading that. Now, it's so funny. You did say the Jada toys. Yeah, I don't see the point of keeping them unless you keep those figures mint on card. Henry G. Hey Jeff. I thought I was the only one that kept boxes. I open everything, but certain lines I do. Yeah, I have those big black containers with the yellow tops you get at Lowe's or Home Depot full of boxes. And it's like, which one am I displaying now? So it's I don't know. It's just what I do. Jamelin, I kept all my JoJo boxes for a long time. And then one day tossed all the early ones. I started keeping the plastic free ones and flattened them all. I do still have the con exclusive boxes. Those con exclusive boxes are works of art. Literally, the artwork on them is fantastic. So yeah. I like having that book inside where it's like a little art display, a little art museum of G.I. Joe. And those portraits look really cool. Blake, my Target has a NECA, Super 7, and blind box figures over by books and video games. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, PDJ, I'm going to say that. Oh, man, it's almost time. What is Vegas Mania? WrestleMania. It's in Vegas this year. John Battle, Mr. Lyles. Oh, man, you're giving me flashbacks to the workday. I swear I hear Mr. Lyles a minimum of 400 times a day. It's a lot. What's up, my pal? What's new with you on the Thursday night crew? Chilling. John, how are you, my friend? Blake, I just keep the more exclusive, larger boxes. Mezco, Classified Serpentor, Mayfex. Yeah, there's some where you absolutely have to just keep the packaging, like the Storm collectible boxes, because there's so many accessories and they fit so nicely into them. But you mentioned Mezco, they're another one. Same deal. It's like, where am I putting all those accessories? Snow Glare. Yeah, I toss my Jada boxes. They're practically all the same. Mega Man 2, exactly. Retro Robo. I really dig some of the exclusive Joe boxes. That Once a Man box that was cool, and the upcoming Cold Slither box looks dope as well. It does. Really does. Jamelin, Target hates collectors. We aren't exactly fond of Target exclusives, yet they insist on getting exclusives and making things difficult for us. It's like an abusive relationship. I think the kids say it's toxic now. Shout out Britney Spears. Maurice Phillip, I toss most of my boxes, but I'll say box panels that have interesting artwork. That probably makes more sense than what I do, but yeah. And do any of you all still have file cards? I do still have some of my old G.I. Joe file cards from literally back in the day. And I did that for my WWE Jack's Classic Superstars. Excuse me. I have a whole scrapbook with the file cards, with the cross sell, because I just thought they looked cool, especially now that I don't have that collection anymore. So it's kind of fun to look at those old figures and getting excited. Oh man, they're making this figure. Who knew One Man Gang and Rey Mysterio were the same height? Northern Nomad, what's up, suckers? Swerve's house. Joe Freeman, waiting to see what the Mayfex Iceman looks like. Hopefully, a San Diego Comic-Con reveal this year. That could be one where I pick up simply because I am so annoyed with what they've done with Hasbro so far. Oops. Brad, I kept the inside of the Street Fighter figures because it looks like a mini diorama. Oh, I keep those. Those I take out. Yeah, the rest of us. I bought 2 of the Gooker sets, loose and in box. Absolutely. Blake wants to know, John, you still going to Maryland Toy Expo? Yes. John, are you going to Maryland Toy Expo? All the cool kids want to know. I'm going to go. Brian P. I thought I still had all the tech specs for my 80s Transformers figures, but it looked like they got thrown away. It's a pretty good sad trombone. Matthew, what's going on? Make bookmarks out of the side panels of the box art. That's smart. What do they look like? Send me a picture, please. Snowglare. Still have my file cards, especially the Ninja Turtle versions. Clip and collect. Exactly. Method of Madness. I still have my file cards for my Ronin Warriors by Playmates. Nice. So okay, I'm not the only one doing that still. All right, well, it's 9:07. Let's get into it. And Jamelin mentioned it, so let me see if I can pull this into another window too, because it's wild. Big Bad Toy Store put out a listing. Let me just do this. I had this saved, but I showed it earlier, so let's do that. Let's pull this up for all of us. And said, hey, let's make this bigger so you can actually read it. Listen price excludes tariff surcharge. And Joel was like, listen, it's wild out here. It's crazy. I'll read to you the email that we got. So let's see here. Of course. That's funny. So I just got my email from Pulse. And it says, your pre-order for ROM Space Knight is preparing to ship soon. No mention of the guy that I really got that order for, Banshee. But ROM is preparing to ship. So that's really funny. So now people are finding them. And at least now they're a little bit faster with this response. Like, oh, wait a second. We're going to get on that too, guys. Huh. All right, let's go here. See this Joel email. So John was like, listen, we expect the surcharge maybe between 15% to 40% of the pre-order price. So that's crazy. I mean, it's just so much. And yeah, the tariffs are going to be really expensive to see these figures. So we don't know. And that led me to think like, hey, if the prices of figures just become so outrageous that it's like outrageous, like $100 for a 6-inch figure, I think I'm gonna have to tap out. And wait, don't you collect Mayfex? Yes, but that's because they release one that I want every 9 months or even further. But if that was the norm, I mean, they've been getting away from Build-A-Figure ways from Hasbro for a while now. But when they do, it's a cool one, like Nemesis. But what would happen if these lines that we were collecting became so astronomical in the price point? What would you want to see? Like, I can't afford to get any more figures, but I've got to get this one figure before I close up shop and just watch from the sidelines as people or look out from the window sad and everybody still buying super expensive figures. So what would those be for you? I'll tell you some of the ones for me. Let's see. Oh, wait. I forgot. People are still responding in the comments. Jeff, did you ever get the Art of G.I. Joe Omnibus? I did not. Not yet, at least. Maurice, lost my Joe file cards years ago, unfortunately. Well, that's no fun. Blake says, Jamlin, do you have the complete G.I. Joe comic book run that just came out? Rick Cage, today exclusive. Fei Long was delivered, Sir Lyles. Awesome. You like it? John, yeah, I am. My buddy and I are working out the details this weekend. So the question is, are you going to be there as well? Nice. Amazon tells me Banshee and Robert coming April 21st. Nice. I'm going to scream when I get my Banshee figure and put him on the display with the rest of the X-Men. It's going to be so fun. Nice. So you're coming. Good to hear. Aaron says Mephisto and Mandarin. Well, Mandarin is rumored to be coming this year. So maybe you don't even need to put him on your list. And I think we're almost still sort of kind of safe before they get ridiculous. Mephisto, that's a really good one. Let's see. There's some people in the chat earlier said some suggestions, but I want to hear from you all. What figures, and it doesn't matter if it's like multiple figures from like one line, you only collect one. But if you're like me and your collection interests are all over the place with multiple lines, why don't you limit it to one? Try to make it hard. I did that too. It was like, this is ridiculous. But have a little fun. Excuse my paper. I do this very high tech, as you see. I like to write it down on notepad. James Asher says, Zatanna, my DC shelf would be complete. In a year and some change when Mattel starts putting out figures, I'll reassess the situation. Which is really weird because Mattel is jumping on to action figures at a wild point in time because what are their figures going to be? Hopefully, when they get to them in 2026, it won't be a thing. And it's just like, all right, man, I can't believe these figures are $25.99. But man, if they're like 35, it's going to be the Superman Batman show. Oh, look, here's a Wonder Woman, but we're not going to see anybody cool like Zatanna. Blade Star, I have a few. Final Holy Grails, I need. Atlas and Techno, yes. Avengers, Swordsman is Comic Manus. Warriors 3, Wrecking Crew. Hepzibah, I mean, you don't want Raza too? I could quit after that. I just celebrated 31 years. Congratulations. Harry G says, final must-have figures. Ace. I know we won't get a Sky Striker. We're getting a Rattler, though. But still need him for my classified shelf. Legends, classic Beta Ray Bill. DC Multiverse, Martian Manhunter. On an updated, bigger buck for sure. PDJ, Masterpiece Shockwave. We don't have one. A Shockwave? That's wild. All right, let's see here. Blake, amazing that I never read one. Wait. They just released the Snake Eyes Silent comic. It was really amazing. So great. Michael Solis, I need a Mayfax Darth Vader. I'm waiting on a decent sale. What would be decent for you on that? Ski Raider, Soft Goods 2-party, Soft Goods 2-pack, third-party Raiders and Royals. Oh, that's cool. Or White Sox Bo Jackson 2-pack. That's fun. Epic final figure 112. Alternate Soft Goods Michael Jackson. Smooth Criminal with Soft Goods. Yo, Ski Raider, those are fun choices. I like that. Rick Cage. Sir Lyles, love every Street Fighter Jada makes. I send pics when I get them registered to fight for them on display. Nice. Laura A. Mask from Loyal Subjects came out the gate a bit overpriced, but I'm likely getting them anyway. They are a little overpriced, aren't they? I wonder if they were like thinking ahead. Joe Freeman. My must get is an executioner and updated Enchantress. Very solid choices. We desperately need Scourge. He's one of like, yo, can you show up on a leaked list anytime soon? And I'd be down for an updated Enchantress. She's one where the version we have is good enough, but if they're going to make a better one, I definitely want her. Scourge for me is absolutely a priority, and hopefully we'll see him. You know, as I'm getting more of my, oh man, you're actually making this figure. Scourge is really climbing up to the tippy top at this point. Retro Robo. If I could get a new yellow jacket, yes. Retire that old original Hasbro one. And Wasp, black and yellow, 2-pack. I can retire with a smile on my face. Which Wasp with the black and yellow? Like her classic-y outfit? Or, let me see, I'm asking you this question, but I feel like there is an Avengers cover during Under Siege where Wasp is in black and yellow facing off against Absorbing Man and Titania. There we go. Of course, there's the one with like the shell look. Of course, this was insane. Why did I try to do that? Wasp, Ant-Man, the Scott Lang version, Absorbing Man, and Titania. Let's see if I can find that. Ah, ha! How about that? It's a misspent youth there. I can recall right away. Oh, yeah. What about this one? Ah, well, I'm glad you guys appreciate this. All right. So is this the one you're talking about? This Wasp in the black and yellow? Because I do want that. And I feel like with that version of Wasp, we can make a whole bunch of customs. So that would be a really, really good one to get for her. Maybe not in the 2-pack, so I can get multiple Wasps. But yeah. Classic OG X-Men, classic X Factor, Jack of Hearts, Marina Box. I'll take them all. Ski Raider, third party company, Bo Jackson, Michael Jackson, 112 figure. Eggs and Flapjacks. What's up? How are you? I've accepted the majority of the Capcom side of Marvel vs. Capcom will not be made. So I'm hoping for at least a good Joe Valentine. Word on some streets is that Jada might have the license for Resident Evil, so Joe Valentine could be possible. And I think if Jada's doing them, they'd be really good figures. So what other ones from Capcom would you like to see? We got Mega Man covered. Bionic Commando, Strider, really fun to do. 1260 and Anarchist. I'm a diehard classic Avengers. So, diehard classic Avengers nut. So I got to say Swordsman, Manus, Star Fox, and of course, Dr. Druid. Yeah, he's one. I almost feel like if, oh man, Marvel Legends is done tomorrow, he would be an easier one to make a custom of than some of these other ones like Jack of Heart. And I almost want to say Swordsman because he's got a lot going on with his costume. But Dr. Druid, blank body, and he just needs somebody to whip up his cape. Star Fox, I think, would be another one. Push come to shove, I could customize him. Manus, she'd be hard with her grass skirt. But yeah, Swordsman and Manus would be really tricky on that. But I want all those figures too. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh gosh. Yeah, Blake. All that stuff I said about the Skybound, Energon Universe, G.I. Joe, definitely goes for the Larry Hama run. Just go grab it all. It's amazing. And you're really going to get hooked early on because it's just great. And it really doesn't let off for a really, really long time. Probably around the introduction of Ninja Force. He gets a bit too preoccupied with ninjas, but it's a great run. Anyway. William Rodriguez, Vintage Collection line. Since HasLabs might be in jeopardy, I'd love to see a Death Star. Now that is what I'm talking about for a Grail final choice. An Imperial shuttle. Yes, bring me my shuttle, not alert my stars. Oh, hate that change. Figures, Savage Press. I thought they were making him. Why did I think they were? More Cantina Aliens, the Bad Batch crew. They don't have them either? Wow, that's weird. Retro Robo, classic Uncanny X-Men and X Factor would be icing on the retirement cake. Yes. Especially now that I have him. He's wild because I have Blue and White Cyclops who needs an update. because I hate that Bucky Cat mold. Blue and yellow Cyclops. So we're getting Marvel Girl minus the yellow boots, and I'm going to continue to harp on it. We got Archangel. So for y'all know my Marvel Legends one, Beast, and I'm kind of torn now because if I had to choose this one, I guess I don't know because I mean he's rocking that look. Since we have an updated Cyclops on this blue and yellow, I would want original X Factor blue and red Beast. That's one I could customize though and paint for the brown and yellow. So yeah, and I think blue and red are harder base to paint over instead of brown and yellow. We'll see. Anyway, that's what I want for Marvel Legends. There's a masterpiece Shockwave. He's called Destron. Thanks, Rick Cage. I thought we had seen him. Retro Robo. And oh yeah, Marina Box. Now I'm done. Maurice, Marvel Legends, original or armored Psylocke, Rachel Summers, and Marina. Yeah, that Outback team without a Psylocke of any kind is going to be weird. And kind of like her armored look. So for that team, I prefer to get her that way. We need Rachel. I mean, it's a travesty we haven't gotten the Hound yet. And Marina, yeah, because we're so close to getting Alpha Flight done. King Collector, Flashback is that last must-have. I really need to finish my Super 7 Silverhawks team. On a side note, we need the rest of the Limbo Mob for sure. I think it's like 4 left and done with Silverhawks. Getting close with that one. William Rodriguez, G.I. Classified, Iron Grenadier Destro with his glider. You know what's funny? I was like, which G.I. Joe makes the most sense? And I didn't have one. I was it's gonna come to me as I was doing the show. Yes, that's the one. I mean, we got the whole faction, basically. We're starting with the faction. Secret Wars line, Magneto, Hobgoblin, Doc Ock. Yeah, I'm down for that. Maurice says, agreed, Retro Robo. Can't believe I left Box off my list. Box would be so fun. Robert, if elite listener believe, why wouldn't they be? So far, the track record of those are pretty good. If anything, it's like, oh, this figure we thought was going to be in a 4-pack is coming in a solo pack. It's a 3-pack instead. Cardiac and Absorbing Man or 2. I'll cross a price wall for, depending on how high it goes. There's always a limit, though. There's always a bigger fish. Brian P. Last figures. Marvel Legends Mephisto, Swarm, Ahab, Rachel Summers, Hound Outfit, Classic Wizard, Paste Pot Pete, Chapster, Deathbird, Hepzibah, Scourge, Feral, Harry Leland, yes, and Red Ghost and the Super Apes. I will take them all. Michael Solis, main effects at decent sales, about 50-60. But the nice thing about main effects, if I get a character, I usually don't need to buy it ever again. Very true. Retro Robo. I'll take that Wasp for sure, Jeff. But I probably should have said Black and Gold. They did do that version before. Do you not have that one? It's a cool figure. Snake Eyes. SS Figure Arts, Carnage, Blade, and Kafka. I think they just released Carnage, right? No, Mayfex did. Brian Thomas, Soviet Super Soldiers. They made most of them. Yeah, which one would you want to see left? Joe Freeman, a retro card Thor would be sweet. Could do Curse, updated Malekith, updated Hela, Scourge, Sif, Balder, and a true classic Thor with lightning effects. Man, this is 9:23 on a Thursday. I'm not doing grammar check. I'm just happy you're here, so I can translate. We're all good, Joe. Tom Finn, classic Valkyrie, yes. Yellow Jacket, yes. Classic Damon Hellstrom, Atlas Techno, Meteorite, Namorita, in green swimsuit. Classic Falcon was on that list, but he's been announced. Yeah, man, I'll take all those too. Maurice, there's a couple decent Jill Valentine figures from third parties, soft goods, and tons of accessories. Nice. King Collector, Buy the Commando's already out. I've had him for years. Made by NECA. Would he fit in with a Marvel Legends versus the Capcom thing? Star. Hey guys, what's up, Star? I think I could rest from here on out if Jada did figures from StarCraft and StarCraft 2. After that, I'm gold. Nice. Snowglare. If Jada made an R.E. Jill about a Resident Evil Albert Wesker. John Battle. I can say Big Bad Toy Store broke everything down in their email. They're leaving it up to us and not holding us to the fire. But I'm kind of upset they jacked some of the prices on stock they have in-house. It's kind of weird, right? Oh, Lou, what's up? Marvel's Azel in danger? Then I'll be quiet. Danger. Yeah, I mean, well, we do have a danger. They need an updated version, but yeah. Oh, Blake, man. I'm not gonna post it, but oh my gosh. I was hot with that one. I was like, what are we doing? But yeah, it's good stuff. Keep reading though. It's awesome. Doc Avenger. One of Jack's costumes is easy to do. We just want the classic costume. Oh gosh, you're right. Man, if they give us like the non-classic version of Jack of Hearts, it's gonna be anarchy all online on YouTube. Devin B. They keep making all the figures I want. I'm just gonna wait and buy as they come out. That is true. Maybe you just speak it into existence, out into the world. They'll make sure to get it for us, though. Blake, you need to start the G.I. Joe run. It's amazing. It's so amazing. Can't hype it up enough. Doc Avenger, Dakin and Nightcrawler on the way. Can't wait for Rom. That's wild. So everybody's getting different things in there. Who's coming? Star. Ashley, I think I'd be good with anything as long as Jada did them. Left 4 Dead, Rampage, Deus Ex, Xenophobe, Assault Suit, Akira. Yeah, throw a dart. Love that. Jalen, I know I read that page a few times. I read the issue several times. Like, this could not have happened. No, I was doing a straight up Anakin after learning about Padme. John, they showed on the cart. They were getting on the card. We were getting the whole X Factor team. What card was that? Because I want the whole X Factor team. Snowglare, the real ultimate figure. The one to send everyone off to the old collector's home has to be Superman with a smile. Not a Joker smile, though. King Collector. Right, Jeff. Savage presses out. You just showed up in my pile of loot today. 39. Why? Now, I think he was talking about the Vintage collection, but I thought that they had him coming for that before they had him for us. But I mean, because most of the time it's like, you're a Black Series fan, you're waiting after the Vintage collection one. But I guess he wasn't. That's weird. I must have totally remembered that wrong. Huh. I was looking to see if, right, that's what I was doing. If Amazon had a better price for him. Black Series. There we go. They might be sold out on Amazon, and that might have something to do with why they raise the price. Oh, yeah, that's kind of looks like what happened here. So he is, boy, that didn't help y'all at all. He is, there you go. Where'd the price go? It's weird. Oh, all buying options. 41. So he sold out. I think that's what the problem is. That's where all that funny pricing went to. I'm trying to see if he showed up at Entertainment Earth, because I want to say he did. But let's see if he sold out there too. As I assume he sold out over at, he sold out there on Entertainment Earth. Just in case y'all don't believe me, he sold out at Entertainment Earth. Let's see where he is on Pulse. But I mean, Pulse would be the first place he would sell out. So, and I guess for being the last ones to have them in stock. Oh, well, there you go. And I just assumed that was going to be the case. But he's there right now on Pulse. You can get him, add to cart, ship him out. And if you have that Pulse Premium membership, there you go. You're just paying, what is that, 36 with the tax? So maybe cancel if you want, I suppose. Joe, it bugs me that I've been waiting for updated Brown Wolverine and Secret War Cyclops. Yet I'll have to probably get them in the 97 wave. Yet they have an animated look to them and not comic. I wonder. I feel like we will get them, like you said, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see that Cyclops later, because I feel like we got to get those figures again. Retro Robo. I'm trying to think if there's a female figure with boots that can be easily customized for Marvel Girl, meaning a real lazy custom. Yellow boots, I can just pop off. That would be great, but I don't know. It would. I don't understand why they didn't get that done. Michael Solis. I mean, every and any character from Smash Bros. Nintendo is slacking. They made me buy that Mario movie fig just to add the repetitions on the shelf. Those movie ones do look cool. Ridiculous thoughts. This is not a ridiculous thought, however. It would be easy to release a Hound, Rachel, make an Excalibur 5-pack, mostly reused parts. Yeah, Kitty Pryde Shadow Cat with her frizzy hair that she actually rocked, not that straight hair. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Yeah, I mean, that could work. Star, still wishing for amazing Yamaguchi, Alien, and Predator. They haven't done those? That's wild. As a placeholder for number one for now, I recommend G.I. Joe Yearbook number one and or the recent Skybound Larry Hama cut reprint of number one. There you go. Rick Cage, Devil Dino with Moon Girl, Robbie Robertson, Thunder and Lightning, The Daughters of Black Lightning, Nightshade, Queen of Werewolves, Nubia, Bumblebee, Rocket, Isaiah Bradley, Colleen Wing. I'll take those too. Joe Freeman might be in the minority, but I prefer original Blade look. I think it looks more personal. I mean, there's definitely an argument for that. It definitely does make him stand out a little bit more. It's like, man, when he's one where that whole the movie look became this is how Blade's always going to look from here on out. And let's see here if I just do it from here. There we go. But I'm with you. That original look for Blade is kind of fun. I wish they had done like more great Blade figures. I don't know. I mean, this is a really fun toyetic look here. That would be a fun look for him. Although now I'm like, we just have the Wonder Man Safari jacket, and that's where he had to give it up for him. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe for a fun figure. What's up, Agent of Gen Z? Yeah, I had that previous black and gold wasp, but I'm greedy. I want her on that newer pinless female bug. Yes, sir. Documentary. The prices are going to be so high that Maze will bring the manufacturing back here and get better quality control. Jeff, you're going to have to not pose me in jail with this whole conversation. But we are not naming names, though. Absolutely. I want to make sure because I was so blown. I was like, this did not happen. I have to talk to y'all offline about it because I was like, what? And I was determined not to spoil it because I was just like, no, that did not happen. No. Agent Gen Z. Just here to say my most wanted is all new tooling 2008 Hulk and Abomination. If not, hopefully Figure Arts gets some. Maurice, Ranma 112 figures would be greatly appreciated. Still hoping Figure Arts re-releases them. Snow Glare's with you. Would love to see Figma Ranma. Oh, that one. Well, they have tended to do pretty well with that track record when they do that. But I feel like Beast was not in human form, was he? Let me see here. Go back to actually. Maybe this is a figure I can find on Tariff's website. Let's try it that way. All right, let's see. Of course, I've clicked onto the link. Oh, there we go. That time was easy. Yay. All right, let's see. Yeah, I thought that was the case. So we got Blue Beast, got Iceman, and then we got Cyclops with the white and blue look. So who the heck knows what we're going to see? I mean, this is so all over the place. Now, this is really tripping out my action figure OCD because it's like, no, he should be in blue. She should be red and white or red and yellow if we're going to do this. No skull cap. He should not be here. It's all over the place. Like, really seriously all over the place. Can't stand it. It's just like, can we get some quality control on that kind of stuff for people like me? Aaron Easton, Marvel Legends, Abigail Brand, updated Brood Queen. Yeah, I dig that. Trevor Fitzroy and Bantam, Weapon H and Gremlin, Russian Wizard Jajo, Jajo Classified, Thrasher and Thunder Machine, and Hooded Cobra Commander. Great choices. And we do need Thunder Machine and Thrasher. Is anyone getting this Switch too? Anybody? Jalen, Jeff, I'm actually pretty good on Legends. I've been able to get a hold of the classic X Factor figures or Savage Land, Xavier. If I complete those teams in Feral, I'd be fine if I had to stop. So Transformers is surprisingly one where I'm like, they're actually doing right. I mean, Wind Charter, obvious one. A Hound, a Mirage. I had to do, a 5-pack to get, but we're getting the combiners that I want right now. We're getting the aerial bots, we're getting the Constructicons, we're getting the Combaticons. I mean, I'm pretty solid with those. And it's weird. It's like, they actually give me what I want for a figure collection? Weird. Yeah, I'm with you though. It's kind of fun when you see that kind of stuff. King Elector. I just noticed my Savage Press was actually 35. Still seems high. Pre-order price was locked in. Nice. I refuse to attempt to answer this question for classified. Yes, I talked about it. Figma Corinne Fire Emblem. All right. Yes, and the Build-A-Figure is rumored to be Juggernaut. Hopefully Deadpool 2 version. Joe Freeman. Will Secret Wars Falcon have red wings? Fingers crossed. Also, I missed the retro 3.75-inch wave. They re-released too many figures. Yes. William, interesting you said the Vintage Collection has figures before Black Series. The Vintage Collection community are always envious of all the figures Black Series has. We do get a lot of vehicles and playsets, so I can't quit. That's funny, because it's like, I feel like Vintage Collection figures, collectors, got Star Killer way before we did. And then there's some other ones, like, of course, this Vintage Collection. That it wasn't why I was like, I want what y'all have. And y'all are on the other side going, hey, what would y'all have? Jalen, it could be cool to see a new Blade figure, not an origin, that maybe shows him a version of his original look in the 70s and his Midnight Suns look from the 90s. Yes, I'll take both of those. All right, let's see. Does anybody else have any more before I wrap it up? Right. Carson Teva. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so for me, wrestling, the Midnight Express. I've got the Steiners. I've got Harlem Heat. Got Demolition coming back. Got the Hart Foundation, Edge and Christian. Most of my favorite tag teams are done now. Now, of course, there are variations of characters that I still want, but the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express really are standing as glaring absences in my collection. If I had to go between one of the two, Rock and Roll and Midnight, I'm going to go with Midnight Express, but I want those two tag teams. So those would be the ones I really, really want. I mean, they're kind of like tied, right? They're the big rivals to each other. So if I get those, I'd be really satisfied with what Mattel has delivered. They've done really good work. And of course, I want them to keep rolling with this thing for years and years to come. But they've really done some good work knocking off some of my most wanted figure list items. Star Wars, Pong Krell, the evil Jedi who turns on his clone army in Clone Wars. I think he'd make for a fantastic figure, and I'm going to keep going. Let's get this guy in figure form, especially now that I got a Savage Press, Darth Maul, Darth Sidious. Still need a Chancellor Palpatine. But yeah, we're going really well in them. DC, Rocket Red. I want a classic original version of Dimitri. And, if we're feeling generous, I'll take the Apocalypse armor too, but I want that original boxy armor in figure form. Please. Let's make that happen to somebody. Todd, there's still time. Mayfex, Wonder Woman. What are we doing? We've got a great version of Superman. Great version of Batman. I want Wonder Woman. I want Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Green Arrow, Black Canary. But Wonder Woman has to be the priority. NECA. Hopefully, they're so many years out from retiring the Sesame Street line. But we got to get my man Cookie Monster. I mean, that's just essential, right? All right, let's see what else y'all have before I wrap this bad boy up for the night. Rick Cage, Green Lantern Sojourner, Joe Mullen, Mal Duncan as Vox, as Guardian, Bloodwind, yes, Amanda Waller, Empress, Amazing Man, yes, Shadowhawk, Rocket Racer, Wise Son. Man, come on now. How you gonna say Wise Son without the rest of the Blood Syndicate? That's just gotta get the whole crew. Aaron Easton, the Lost Boys box set, The vampires, not the hip hop crew. What are you talking about? What a freaky tie action figure from either Mezco, Mayflex, NECA, or a good third party company. Also, a Hiya Toys diecast Kane from RoboCop 2, but then I'll be ready to quit. Vintage Bob, my final must haves. Original Wonder Man, love that costume. Swordsman, Manus, Graviton, Nebulon, Classic Executioner, Gabriel the Airwalker, Mephisto, Orange, the original costume, Adam Warlock. Love to. Joe Freeman, really hope Jaded Toys can get Invincible. Reading between the lines in a recent interview, it seems like they're going to be debuting them at San Diego Comic-Con, which is really exciting. So stay tuned. Blake, all the OG Joes for Classified, especially Flash. Yes. Lobot. Yeah. Snaggletooth for Black Series. Yellow Jacket, Wrecking Crew. Iceman, Classic Falcon. He's maybe coming. Classic Beta Ray Bill, Firefox, Doc Samson, Mole Man, Firefox. Are we talking about the internet browser? Which one's Firefox? Ski Raider, Midnight Express and Rock and Roll Express are fire choices, fam. Gotta get them both. Woo, yeah, baby. Rock and Roll is here to stay. Oh, yeah. 6-inch Death Star droid. Gotta get those. Patrick P. What's up? Jamlin. Man, Mayflex, Hawk Man, and Hawk Woman. Can you imagine? Yes. Oh, man. It'd be amazing figures. And Green Arrow. And he would actually come with a bunch of trick arrows, too. Come on. Brian P. Last NECA figs for me would be the Tall Man. Ooh, that'd be fun. Plus, they would complete the original Cenobites, Butterball, Chatterer, and the female. I mean, they have Pinhead. Where are the rest? Blake Tarpley, McFarlane's Cyborg, first appearance. Yes, I want all the new Teen Titans. So Starfire, Cyborg, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash is scaled better, Jericho, and I don't need a new version of Beast Boy. If they can find a way to just give us a changeling head sculpt with hair and smiling Gar Logan head, the one we got for Beast Boy is fine. Just need that version too. Dog Avenger. You know what's going to be messed up and how exclusive eventually shows up at Big Bad Toy Store Entertainment Earth? I don't think they're going to now. I think they will, because that'll help drive more people to them, even if people are going to have to pay more for their exclusivity. Michael Solis. I need more Jazzware Halo Wars characters. We only have 2 out of so many. They're simply just repaints. Retro Robo. None of us will get any of these after the toy companies watch this video so that we don't retire. Yeah. I should say I want a new Spider-Man figure and a new Deadpool. Jalen Price, Holocaust, Tech 9, DFZ, Fade, Brickhouse, Third Rail, Masquerade, and rest. Yeah. Gold Star for knowing the whole team. They were so fun. Rick Cage. Okay. Blood Syndicate and Shadow Cabinet. Enough said. Gotta get them. Joe Freeman, do you think those new Diamond Select Walking Dead figures will be re-released in color? Have a good night. Thank you, Joe. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know what's going on with Diamond Select at this point. King Letter. Yes, Rock and Roll Express is long overdue. I wonder what's the problem. I think they signed deals with other companies, but it seems like Power Town is, I don't know what's going on with Power Town. But I would love to see them. The same treatment as the Great Muda. Get him out first, his Ultimate Edition. Same with the Midnight Express. I want Stan and Bobby first. I will absolutely take a Dennis Condrey. And hopefully we'll get Randy Rose so we can have a battle. Other Midnight Expresses. But yeah, gotta get those. Star Fox, I bet. Yeah. It was like, we can't get a Firefox figure from Marvel. We gotta get Star Fox because it feels like they're getting really close to knocking out a few Avenger rosters, and it's just like one team member, one character missing, or one version of the character in a certain costume that's missing. Yeah, Star Fox is one for sure we need. The Avengers are pretty like the 70s, 80s lineups, pretty close to getting complete. The 90s still have a lot of work to do, but so close. And he'd be a fun figure. Maybe they're packaging with Pip the Troll. Vintage Bob. Amazon is releasing Banshee earlier, April 22nd. Hopefully they speed it up a few more days so I can have it for my birthday. Happy birthday. Brian P. Has anyone heard if NECA is going to do black and white versions of Phantom of the Opera? I have not. All right. Well, I think that's it for the chat. I'm caught up. Very good. Congratulations, Jamie. Like I said, starting tomorrow, at about 2 o'clock, my vacation, my spring break starts, which means videos, 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 videos. So stay tuned. Be on the lookout. Talking to the fellows about what we're gonna do for our next movie watch along over on Movie Files. Might be next Wednesday. Stay tuned. I'll be doing a bunch of stuff, especially with all these pre-orders apparently hitting next week. So I'll be doing a bunch of stuff. They did one? Interesting. All right. Well, thank you so much as always for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Hopefully you have a good weekend. If any crazy big stuff breaks, I'll be doing a video. And I might be a little bit delayed in responding to comments. I have been trying to catch up, but I will respond to every comment. So thank you so much as always for watching. For now, this episode of Allows Figure Files has been filed.